A lot is required in a relationship. A lot is required in making choices of the man or a woman you want to be with. However, there are different types of men you should never date or marry. Welcome once again to my channel. Please, if this is your first time on my channel, do not forget to like, comment, and then hit the subscribe red button. Okay, all right, for one to have a happy relationship, a happy marriage, a lot of factors come into play to make a relationship a happy one, to make marriage a happy one. So there are different types of men, because not every man you see on the streets is a true man, is a man that could make a relationship happy. No. So there are certain types of men on the streets out there. So for you to go into a relationship and have a happy one, you should consider the type of man you are going into a relationship with. One, whether this man that you are going into a relationship with is a mommy's boy. There are a lot of mommy's pets out there. These people are not totally men. A man who is a mommy's boy is not totally man enough, because every decision such a man makes comes from the mom. Whatever simplest idea, whatever simplest opinion, whatever simplest question you could ask this kind of a man, he would definitely seek information from the mom. He would want to put a call to the mom. Every decision he's making, if he's buying a house, if he's moving a home, if he's trying to start a business, the mom must play a vital role. The mom is like a caretaker of his life. They don't play with each other. Now, I am not saying that you should not respect your mom, because I'm a mom. I'm also a mom. My son admires me a lot. My son is 5 and 6 with me. But I shouldn't come in between my son and his woman as a mother. But some women do take this to some unnecessary extent. To the extent of having their son not believing in themselves except what they said. I could recall when my older brother got married. We were all sharing a 3-bedroom flat. My mom asked him to take the wife away. Now you are married, go rent an apartment and start living with your wife. My brother was like, no, I am the first son and our daddy was no more, that he's there to look after us, the younger ones. My mom was like, no, you should go and start living in a separate place with your wife. Of which he later did, and he was happy he did. Are you getting me? So a man should be able to have a willpower. A man shouldn't just involve the mom in every decision he's making. Mommy's boy. My mother said this, my mother said that. Mama musenka, mama musenko. When your mom was having her life, when your mom was enjoying her marriage with your dad, was your wife there? Or were you there to determine for them? So please, look out for these men. They are everywhere. They exist. When your man starts sounding everything, my mom said this, let me call my mom and find out. I want to confide in my mom. My sister drawn. He doesn't have a willpower. He can't do anything on his own. He can't take decision. He's not man enough. 2, a lazy man or a man without a vision. You are in for a trouble when you are dating a lazy man. A man who would constantly say, I am not better today because my uncle did not help me. I do not have a job because my uncle did not place me on a job. I am not progressing because my uncle did not support me, because my father did not support me. A man who would always blame his unsuccessful life to people around him, to his loved ones. No, a man should be able to work hard no matter what circumstances that come his ways. You shouldn't keep on blaming people around him for his unsuccessful life. And a man who is not secretive, who is open to you, who should be able to share everything with you, if not totally everything, 90% of everything about him. Tell you the story of his life, how he started, his investment and all that. He wants to plan with you He takes you along when he makes his plan. He considers your decision and all that, and not being secretive about everything. It's not a man that will be building a house, you the wife do not know, or you the fiancé, you the woman he wants to marry doesn't know about it. It's really crazy. Number 3, a man that is jealous about your success. A man that is envious about your success. He is insecure about how well you are doing, how successful you are. He is envious. He is poisonous. He's not happy that you are progressing. He's not happy that you have more than he has. It's never your fault. You could position him better. But whereby he's not happy, he's envious, he's jealous. You can see that in him. He is so bitter that you are doing so well. Be wary of such a man. Stay far, run away from such a man, because such a man can be poisonous. He can even kill you one night to take over whatever you have. So stay far away from such men with evil minds. A man who does not support what you do. A man who is not happy that you are doing well, you are flourishing in your business, in your career. So please consider not having anything to do with the man, or quitting your relationship with such a man, because he might end up taking your own life. 4, a man that does not like your family. A man that hates everything about your family, your siblings. He talks down on them. He doesn't like when your mom calls you on the phone, he's against it. When your dad calls, he's against it. He cannot even visit them or call them. Family is everything. Remember, a wife is just like a stranger. You are just married into the family. Assuming you start having issues with your husband, you have to run back to your family, which is your parents. So a man who wants to separate you from your family, it's not worthy of you. You shouldn't, establish something serious with that man. A man who is always telling you to avoid your own people, your own seeds that you've grown up with, your family, your mom, your dad that gave life to you, nurtured you on earth and all that. And when you give out something to them, this man is bitter. He's pained that you are giving out something to your parents. Though some women, they do that secretly. They don't give out something to their families. They don't let their husbands know. They don't let their husband know that they're giving something to their family, which is really fine. But some men can go as far as showing this, warning you not to ever give out a dime to your parents. Hey, my sister, that's absurd. Run for your life, because you are going into a relationship with a witch, or you are married to a witch. Or you are married to a witch. Just pray that God saves you or changes his life. 5, that man who is ashamed of you, who is embarrassed by your physical outlook, who is not proud of you. But let me ask, why would you even start dating a man who is not proud of you? A man who speaks down on you. You dress, he doesn't like it. You make your hair, he doesn't appreciate it. He doesn't take you out. He doesn't show you to his friends. He doesn't like talking about you, discussing, as in, he doesn't like flaunting you to his friends. He can't even take you out to eat out there. Instead, he would prefer to order those things and bring them home. He can't go to a wedding with you. He can't just attend social gatherings with you. So how did you even start becoming friends to such a man? Where did you find such a man? This is the type of man that you should stay away from, because you will never be happy. You will be dying in silence. So consider all these factors. If you are dealing with a man who has 1, 2, 3 of these qualities, my sister, run for your life, because you are going in for a big trouble. You might end up regretting dating such a man. Talk more of marrying such a man. So you better call a spade, because a stitch in time, they say, saves 9. Take a walk on time before it is too late, before you commit yourself, or before you have a child for such a man. Going back wouldn't be there. You will end up marrying to such a man and begin to cry, had I known, all your life. And African marriage, sometimes when you go in, it's like a cult. You've gone in. Most women are afraid of divorce, particularly for our African traditional, particularly for cultural reasons. I can understand that. So please kindly watch out for all these red flags before you say into a man, so that you don't have to regret it. Once again, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. My name is Chifren. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe red button, comment, like, turn on the notification bell, click on all, so that you always get notified whenever I upload a video. Thank you.